4 hours into a build, your AI coding agent just dies. One line, request exceeds the maximum size. Nothing crashed, nothing you did was wrong. Your agent simply ran out of room to remember. And what happens in the next 2 seconds decides whether 4 hours of decisions survive. By the end, you will know what your agent throws away, what it keeps, how it picks the cut line, and why the next request costs more. The mechanism is called compaction. Every command line coding agent in this category hits the same wall. Start with the thing nobody tells you. The model on the other end remembers nothing. It has no memory of your session between messages, so every single time your agent remails the entire conversation. 2 words you need. A token is a chunk of text, roughly a short word. The context window is the inbox. Everything the model can see while it writes one reply, counted in tokens. That inbox is a fixed size, a hard ceiling, part architecture and part a training and serving choice. So open the envelope. Every request carries 4 things: a system prompt, the standing instructions telling the model it is a coding assistant, and the tool definitions, the list of actions it may ask for. Then your project's own files loaded in alongside, and the entire conversation so far. Guess which one grows? The conversation grows in turns. A turn is one round. You ask and the agent works until it stops. Often what comes back is a request to run something. Read this file, edit these lines, run this command. That is a tool call. The model runs nothing. The agent program on your machine runs it, then pastes the result straight back into the conversation. One read of a large file, one failing test log, thousands of tokens, and they are permanent residents now. Nothing is ever deleted. The conversation only grows in one direction. That is why the wall arrives with no warning. At the ceiling, you have exactly 2 options. Option 1. Open a brand new empty conversation. Instant, and it costs you every decision you made and every thread you left open. Sometimes that is the right call, because output quality is widely observed to sag as context grows huge. Option 2. Keep the conversation but shrink what you carry. Build a smaller representation of everything that has happened. That is compaction, and everything from here is how it gets done. So let's stop guessing and read a real one. This algorithm comes from Pi, a command line AI coding agent, the same category as Claude Code or Codex. Its compaction routine is written out in full, step by step, so every detail here is the real thing. 3 things set it off. It compacts on its own when the context approaches the size of the window. You can force it by hand with /compact. And it compacts mid-turn if a request overflows anyway. Otherwise, the check waits for the turn to end, so you are never cut off mid-thought. Then the real design decision. This could be a dumb rule. Keep 10 messages, bin the rest. It is not. The cut line is a token budget, measured backwards from the newest message until the budget runs out. That setting is keep recent tokens. Default 20,000 tokens. Anywhere from 5 to 20 turns depending on how chatty they were. Newer than the cut line survives untouched. Older goes to the summarizer. Here is the clever part. That old history is not summarized inside your conversation. It is pulled out, flattened into plain text, and sent as a completely separate request. And the system prompt, those standing instructions, gets swapped. Instead of "you are an expert coding assistant," it now reads "you are a context summarization assistant." Summarizing and coding are different jobs. The ask is precise. A structured summary of this conversation branch for context when returning later, with sections for goal, progress, and key decisions. Picture a shift handover. Not the whole day, just what we are doing, where we got to, and what we decided. That request carries none of the old conversation, so a cheaper model can handle it. Cheaper, not free. You still pay for it. The summary comes back and is appended to the session, and your conversation resumes as system prompt, tools, summary, recent turns, new message. It is plain text, so you can read it and switch models mid-project. Now the part nobody warns you about. Prompt caching keeps a long session affordable. Providers store the work already done on the front of your conversation, so resending it costs far less. The catch. A cache hit needs an exact prefix match. Same tokens, same order from the very first one. Compaction rewrites the front of the conversation, so the cache breaks. Your retained turns are identical, character for character, but they now sit behind a different beginning, so everything from the first changed token onward is recomputed at full price. Then the new prefix warms up and the price falls. So the loop closes. What was thrown away, what survived, and why one request cost more. Now write for it. State your goal and constraints out loud before a long session, and restate anything critical right after a compaction. Request exceeds the maximum size is not your agent breaking. It is the moment your agent stops being a transcript and becomes a briefing. If this made the inside of your coding agent less of a black box, hit like and subscribe.